let's talk home inspection. Now, the buyer will need to schedule their home inspection probably between 7 and 14 days of when attorney review ends. And the buyer should get some recommendations from their attorney, from me, from friends and family, and interview a couple of inspectors who are insured and experienced and are available in that time frame. And also that they can provide you with a very comprehensive report. The inspector on the day of inspection will probably start out outside where he's going to look at the roof, either getting on the roof or with a drone. He's going to look at the grading, he's going to look at the deck or the patio, he's going to look at the siding, anything that's outside the driveway, and that will be in the report of any deficiencies that show up there. Inside, probably one of the first things he's going to do, he's going to go right to the kitchen and he's going to start the dishwasher. Why, you ask? Well, he's checking that and he's going to let that run for the duration of the inspection. And while he's there, he's also going to check to make sure that the burners work on the stove and other appliances that are included in the kitchen. Some other things that he's going to look at on the main floors, he's going to check all the all the electrical outlets to make sure that they work. He's going to check the windows, make sure that the latches and the locks work. He's going to look at the ceilings to see if there's any obvious clues that there might have been some water damage at some point. He's going to make sure that the floors are even. He's also going to go up in the attic, and when he's up in the attic, he's going to be looking for things like mouse trappings. He's also going to check out the ventilation, and if there's good ventilation in the attic. He's going to look for signs of mold. And then he will go down into the basement and the garage, and where he will assess the furnace, the hot water heater, and the electrical box. And also in the basement, he's going to look to see if there's any obvious signs of water penetration, either in the past or currently. He's going to look at the foundation, see if there's any cracks that should be of concern. And he also will probably leave a radon canister that will take a reading for over the course of a couple of days to see how the radon levels are. And he'll come back in a couple of days, take that canister, send it out to a lab, and you'll get the report of that. Now, if it comes back high, don't worry. There are ways to mitigate radon, and it's not terribly expensive either. He might also suggest that you do additional inspections, such as a level 2 chimney inspection, where they take the scope up the chimney and look at the mortar and the liner and make any recommendations and give you a separate report for that. He might also recommend a sewer scope, which is becoming a lot more frequent or very popular now, especially in areas where there are a lot of trees, because tree roots can penetrate the sewer lines and cause some problems. Again, if there's roots going in, it's not a sign of concern. There's ways to flush it out and make sure that everything's okay. But sewer scopes are getting a lot more popular. And then oil tank sweeps, definitely recommend that. But your inspector might see signs that the house had oil heat at one point, and it's always a good idea to do a oil tank sweep, which is really just a big metal detector that goes across the property lines. So that's the inspection. A couple of days after that, the inspector will give you a very comprehensive report. You'll go through that with your attorney. You can go through that with me. And my recommendation to buyers is always just focus on the main things, the most hazardous, the most expensive, if there's issues that really concern you. And then it just starts a whole other round of negotiating, and usually we can come out of it and both parties are happy and satisfied. Inspections last typically around 2.5 hours, 3 hours for a house of under 3,000 square feet. Obviously, it takes longer for a larger house, shorter time for a condo. And that's about it. And if you have any questions about the inspection process, please reach out. I've been to a few of them, and I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. So thanks for watching.